Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play, this beginner's guide, which again is not a beginner's guide anymore. It started off like that and has turned into me just trying to figure things out as we go. It's starting to evolve a little bit now, and I wanted to think about what the focus was going to be today. I like to come into each session I play with a focus, with an agenda, and normally it would just be to work on the hub terminal. What's going to be the next tier, what do we need to unlock, what do we need to do? And there are a few things that we can do here. There's the logistics, there's the monorail train that we can unlock, and there's the pipeline engineering. And for a lot of this, we just need these heavy modular frames, which we are building at the moment, albeit quite slowly. So if we head out the back here, I don't know why I still jump over that. I've still got that's a design issue. Got to fix that. We do have this building here though, which I could just grab it. There we go. Is making these heavy modular frames for me, but it keeps running out of materials. So I need to make sure that I keep this thing topped up, that it has everything that it needs within it. And that's going to be a bit of a challenge. So in order to do that, we need some screws at the moment. I want to fix this factory. I want to clean this factory up. I want to fix it up. And I want to get to the next level. Now, I don't want to build some huge, massive structure that's going to be overwhelming. I kind of want to grow and learn and play and enjoy this. So where I am right now is that I want to create a centralized loot room. And the idea is that everything will be in one place. As you can see in here, we built this yesterday, all of this. And I don't want these here anymore, where I'm constantly finding myself struggling with all of these conveyors. So this floor is going to become what I call conveyor free. Now I am still manually loading some machines, which is not ideal. And we don't want to be doing that really, but for now it's okay. What I'm going to do now is I am going to work on this loot room. So in order to do this, what I actually need is I need a system. And that system is going to have to move everything up and across. So for this one, it is actually going to stay in this room. It's quite simple. I can build it up though from where it is. And that is something I can do right now. I can lift this up and I can lift this one up. I can merge them, both of them. And I think if I do that, it's going to make this process a little bit better. So I can run through. I'll have a little bit more space. So we're just going to do that now. We'll take out the conveyor belt. We'll take out this. And again, we're going to be doing a little bit of moving around and stuff today. So just bear with me on this one. But for the organization, we can keep it very simple. Logistics, we're going to just put this on here like so. And it doesn't even have to go that far. It can just go this way. And this one can go up. And it can just go this way. And then this will go into the middle here. So the idea here is that this one and this one, because they can't connect together, are going to meet in the middle with a merger. Alright, so we could really use the idea of moving these so we don't have to keep doing what we're doing here. We can put them onto the toolbar, will make life a lot easier for us. Alright, so we're going to nudge this so that we can see that's in the right place there. It's actually not in the right place there, which means that these two are not aligned. And that is something we're going to have to work on. And that is because these two are aligned. So let me just have a look at what happened there. Oh, I see. Okay, so I want to get rid of that. And then I actually want to get rid of this. This was the problem because it had this on it. There we go. That's much better. Okay, so a conveyor belt. We're going to put one on here, and this one's going to face in like so. We also want to make sure we get the height right, which I do believe we've got. Just needs to come up one. And this one, again, going to come in this way. And we're going to go for that merger that we need. I'm going to press the H key so we can get that in the right place. That's perfect there now. That's perfect there. And all we need to do now is line it up here. So that's perfect here. So a little bit offset, but that's where we want it. Okay. Now, because we've got this one here, we need to put another one on top, like so, and then another one on top, like so. Now we can get rid of these two that we don't need anymore. And we've lifted the whole thing off the ground, which is going to be much, much better for us. So let's just connect that part up there. We'll connect that part up there. And then that part now should still feed back in as it did. But we've just cleaned up. Really simple little change there that we've done. That has just allowed us to clean up this whole area. So as we're running through now, we can still jump, but we don't need to now. We're gonna just be able to do that. So yeah, just like the idea of having this factory now. Just looks really clean, really slick. This is going to be our loot room. I would actually argue that as a loot room, we're going to want to build out and change this. So we can actually put a little floor in here now. We don't need to see any of that. So that little factory area there can be moved about. We'll take this door. We'll put a door here as well. Perfect. So whilst there is still a factory going on here, it's not going to feel as bad as it did before. Let's go to the customizer, use this custom swatch. Just to get this, all that same dark looking colour. There we go, looking really nice in here. We're sort of lighting out, that's a later problem. So we've got access down the back here. We've got access into here. Perfect, everything that we need. So this, again, going to be the loot room where everything is going to come through the roof. Perfect. All right, so then the next thing to sort out, just we're going to do one thing at a time. We'll leave this room for now. We're going to head back out here. And now we kind of want to sort out the starting point of the iron we've got here. So let's just get rid of this for now, these walls for now. Okay, so we're going to get rid of all conveyor belts. That's the goal here, is all of these. So the way that we're going to do this is we're going to lift everything up. And it's going to go up through the roof. Now we have to remember here that we actually have, although there's two here, there's two here as well. So we can't just go straight up, because if we do that, we're going to end up hitting this. Actually, we're going to need to remove this. There we go. Now this one has to be on a foundation, so we can't actually remove that in the same way. But what we can do is start with the top layer first, build that out, and then we can work our way down, and we can stagger these out. So these are just going to go straight up. These are all fully produced, they're completed, and so we can get rid of all of this then, all of this area here, all of that, because those boxes don't matter anymore. They'll go straight up and across into the main loot room. So that's going to be the next thing that we're going to clean up here today. All right, so how do we do this? Well, we do have the jetpack, which is quite nice. I also find that just for now, I can remove a couple of these foundations. But that one's got a ceiling light on it, so there we go. We can use the jetpack, we can get out here, and it just makes life a bit easier as we're kind of moving around and trying to figure stuff out as to what we're going to do. Okay. Step one, we need to remove these two rails. That's the first thing we're going to need to do. So it doesn't really matter where we start and how we do this. I think we're going to start with plates, because plates is just going to be the easiest one to do. And we're going to want to put, so we'll head down here. Okay, we're going to stop the plate production. So it's going to mess everything up temporarily. But that's fine, we'll fix that. So let's just get rid of a lot of this, because we don't need these anymore. Alright, all of that plate production can now go. And so we don't want to get too distracted. So we want to make sure we fix this. We're going to put these straight up first and foremost. So to do that, we need to put this conveyor lift whole floor down. Now, if you need help to know where that goes, all we need to do is just stack up to here, put that through, and then we come back and we can put the hole down where it needs to go. So we can see these are going up here to so. That will then go there like so. Perfect. And that's how that will look. Now we can take this out and we can put it back in again. But this time in doing so, we'll actually connect it to this. And then we're going to push it the other way. Well, it doesn't matter because we can change it when we get up. Because it only goes up to there now. It goes up to the hole and it connects to that and that's done. All right, so that one's done. So now we're going to do the exact same thing. So we're going to put this one down here. Going to go up the same way like we did before. So we just push up through. And we're going to grab this. Put it where it needs to go. Again, then we can take this one out just to make sure it connects up. Like so. All right, these two are now connected. Let's just head out and see how that looks. Okay, so here we go. So now these are connected, but you can see they haven't actually pushed through. And that's because we need to finish them off. So now we can put the lid, these just on top. And all that's going to do is just add this onto here. So we can decide which way we want these to go. It's going to come up here. There we go. And now these are going to come up here. And we've got these parts. Now we can merge them because now they need to be merged. So first thing we need to do is decide over here, where are they going to go? Well, we've got plates. And we kind of want plates to go into, I would say, it doesn't really matter, but Now we're going to put them in this first box here. So this is going to be this box. So again, I can just, if I want to, just for ease of doing this at the moment, move this. And I know it's going to be, this is going to be plates. So because I know this is going to be plates, I need to be able to run along here. So from over there, I need to run all the way down over to here. Now I'm actually going to run along this side, because it's going to be a lot easier. I can go down the middle as well, doesn't matter. Because this floor is going to be completely covered. We're not going to see it. So in order to do this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with one, because I can always just merge it afterwards. So we'll come straight out here. Like so. We'll put that merger on that we need. Making sure we just line this up so it's all nice and clean. And actually, I'm going to struggle a little bit to get that on, so let's just... Perfect. Now if for whatever reason that doesn't work, we can just remove that part of the lift and we can just replace it. And in doing so, that will connect up to here. There we go, that's now connected as we can see. So we have these two connected now, which is perfect. And now we can just run this. Now we know this is a 20 plus 20, which is a 40 per minute, which is great. We can come across to here. And we kind of want to run, I would say, in this line here. So to here, so we're going to go back 1, 2. We'll go back one more. Now it's going to allow us a nice curve along the edge here, because we're going to have all of the power down here as well. A lot of the power is going to be in the roof. We don't really want to go over the top of that. And we're going to come along the middle section here. But again, we want to make sure that we're not going over the top of anything. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go from this side. So that'll be the nearest one, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. So let's have a look. We're going to go from here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I believe it's going to be 9, 10. I might be wrong. We'll check this out. We can always move it later if we need to. We can adjust. Alright, so that's going to be to here. And then go back 1, 2. Connect that up. And then before this comes out, we want to make sure that this has its lift on it. It's going to be facing that way. And now from here, that will go straight in. Perfect. And now we have this first box is done. Nice and clean. So there is our conveyor system, moving everything from over here, straight up, straight through. We should be getting 20 minutes in here. Now we need to make sure these are moving. These are moving, so that works. We need to make sure they're moving. So again, just to double check, see if they are. Yep, we can see that's moving. They're both moving. If they're both moving, it means it's working. Great. So that means that plates are now working. All right, the next thing we want to do is kind of the same thing, but this time we want to do it for these rods. And so these are the rods down here, 2 rods. So we're going to do exactly the same thing. We're going to take out this conveyor belt. Let's just actually see if we can get up to here. Perfect. So we're going to do exactly the same thing now. We're going to take off this one. We'll take off all of this. And again, today is really just about cleaning out. We want to make sure there's no mess or... Yeah, it's a bit embarrassing having all of this. It was all a bit messy, so... Yeah, just cleaning this up today. Making it all better. But we're only doing one at a time. We're not going to strip the whole factory floor out. We're just doing one part at a time at the moment. So, here we're going to put these on. Again, we'll do so like that, just so we can see where they're going to go. Press H, because then we can put these down where they need to go. These ones actually look like they're going to be a bit of a struggle. Oh, there we go. So that will go there like that. Press H, and then we can again move it if we need to. Like so. Right, now they probably won't be connected up, so we can just remove that and put it on again. It's just for alignment, that's why we do it the first time. And we also need to look at how many are being produced here. So, we know we're getting 15 per minute and 15 per minute, so we only need Mark 1, that's perfectly fine. So we'll put that on there, like there. Alright, so now we've got our 2 rods coming through. Oh, we'll just get rid of that. Alright, so rods are coming through here and here. Just get rid of these basic walls, just for now. We'll sort these out later. Again, these machines being up here make them a little bit higher, but that's fine. So that's going to bring those up to here. And then what we want to do now is exactly the same thing we did before. So, we're going to take a merger, like we had before. And we're actually, now we're seeing a little bit of a problem, and that's okay, because this is what we're here to do, is to fix these problems. We're actually going to move this. So that's fine where it is there. But we're going to move it out just slightly so it's to there. Okay, that one will be fine there. So we'll put that one down. And actually we're going to have to remove this belt. And from here. And these are the lessons that we're going to find out. There's no right or wrong way to do this, but as we do this, this is where we're going to find the problems that we've got. So let's put this one down here, because we're going to have to... We can just remove this one instead now, just to give us a bit of access. It's fine. And the reason for that is because we're going to put the merge here instead. Press H so we can line it all up. We want to get this one lined up here perfectly. And then we want to move it across. Because we want to make sure that this is not impeding in any way in the one that we already had there. So that would be fine. And then we want to, I just like to stand, if I stand inside it in the framework, then I can really line it up perfectly. Just makes it a lot easier. So, out from there. Back 2. Into there like so. And then this one can just come straight down here. To there. 1. Oh. Back 1, back 2. To there. And we just reconnect it all up. Looks great. We've just moved it ever so slightly. That's given us the ability to do this. So now we can put this mark on here. Like so. Do the same one here. Like so. That looks good. Now we have these two. Good on that. And this one's going to do exactly the same thing as the other one did. So what we're going to do here is just move stuff ever so slightly. And that's the good thing about doing this, is we can start to move stuff. So from there we're going to go back 1, 2. We'll go back 3rd. Right, so we're going to go from here. 1, 2. Perfect. There's the corner piece there. Like so. Nice. Now, the only problem we're going to have here is that this one is feeding into the end. And actually, we don't want to do that anymore. What we want to do is feed out here. That one's different. We're going to leave that one. This one is no longer going to go through the end. Instead, it's going to come through the one just before the end. Which I think is to there. 1, 2. Perfect. And then for this one. Oh no, that was the rods. My bad. My bad with the rods. The rods are the ones that want to come to the end, so. We'll bring that down until it matches up here, which is going to be that part. 1, 2. Right, they're going to go in now. This will come through this way. Back 1, 2. All right. That's 2 conveyors complete. Actually really nice and simple, and they should both be merging. And if we want to check, we can just come down again. Oh, we haven't connected that part up, so let's just do that. And if we want to see if it's working or not, just check the output here, see if it's moving. It should be going down. It's 89. 90, so it's going up, it's not coming down. Oh, it is going down. It just slightly went down to 90. So what we should be seeing here is... I don't think that's actually connected up at the moment and working. Let's try this again. Should be pushing out a bit quicker than that. So for some reason that is not working at the moment. We're going to have a look as to why. Oh, looks like we broke it again. Right, that should hopefully be working. There we go, now it's working. You can tell because you can see the gap between the two. We've fixed that gap now, so we now know that that's working. Alright, so these two are working, those two are working. That's all good. That's all filling up over there. Let's just remove that on our to-do list for now. Let's do the last one in this little series here that we've got, which is going to be the screws. Alright, so screws we're going to have to do slightly differently, and that means we're going to have to push them up like we did before, but a bit further over. Also, the other thing to consider is that we've got these as well. So we're going to have to bring these up here. And we can also do this from the top here as well, by the way, if we wanted to. So we could bring these up here. Like we have those two there in a line. And we have these two actually with it. We can bring these two up anywhere we want. And what we're going to do actually is, just because of what we've got here, we're going to bring them up and push them the other way around. So that's going to go into the same place as it is there, but it's going to come up from this side. So we actually want to have this here. We'll just press this because that's where the merger is going to be. But the merger is going to have to come up. So I think maybe not even that far. Maybe even be able to go there. We'll see. Let's put that down. We'll put the merger up. So the merger is going to go that way. But no, that's got some clipping on it, so that's no good. So let's get the mergering first. Did we just delete the... No, we didn't. Okay. I don't know what I deleted. I feel like I just deleted something I shouldn't have. Alright, so again, let's just get this so it's not clipping. Like from there. Perfect. And then we'll put the floor panel in next. Okay, so floor panel can kind of go in there. We'll just take out this. So we've got a bit more of a gap. Also means we need to put that one in because that's going to be where it is. And we've got another one because they're going to be running in tandem. This one's going to go just here. We'll just put a H in there. Connect that one up. Perfect. Alright, and so for this to work, we're going to want to put that into there. Like so. And this one's going to want to go that way as well. So we'll put that in there. And then from here, it's just going to connect like that. Alright, so that's going to be these two. And then they're going to come down here like this. We're going to get to there, and we're going to go back 1 and 2. This is going to come all the way down here like so. To there. Then we're going to come around. We actually missed that. We should have come out a bit further. I think that's going to be right this time. Yep, perfect. Come into there, so we'll go back 1, 2. And then straight in. Alright, so this is going to be our screws. So now we've got these 3 conveyor belts all working really nicely, as they're meant to here. We've got these 2 coming up, these 2 coming up, and these 2 coming up. And all of this, again, can be hidden. So the last thing that we need to do now, we can even see where our markers are. Here and here. There's actually quite a bit over. We'll move this wall out the way. Same with this one. And it should be directly above. So these Mark II belts, we'll just take these out. And what we're going to do is put in these Mark II conveyors. We can go and sort this out afterwards. Fix it all up. And what we're trying to do is push this one here all the way down to the floor. Like so. Now for whatever reason... Oh, I know, it's because this is here. So we need to take the light down. That's my bad. We'll put that there. And what we should be able to do now... Again, we're going to need Mark II belts for this, so... We should be able to go from here to here. Now, there is a bit of conveyor belts on the floor. Obviously, I appreciate that's not how we wanted it to go. And if we want to change it, we'd have to move them over to here. So ideally, they come up here and up to this. We wouldn't have this bit here. This is a design thing that I can fix later. But now it does mean that we've got this. Now, again, this has to be Mark II, so does this. And for the purpose of this now, this has to be Mark II, because that's going to be 40 coming out. That's fine in there, but this one should really be, I guess, Mark III, just to really keep it on its toes. Because we're going to have a lot of screws coming through. Up to here. We'll do that bit as well, and then just to finish this off, we're going to want this part to be Mark III as well. Perfect. So we're actually seeing at the moment a little bit of a challenge getting that in. And that's because we need this bit underneath here as well. So this needs to be Mark III. Perfect. Now that should all be flowing. There we go. They are flowing really quickly now. And we can do all of these at Mark III if we want to push them through quicker, but ultimately that's what we needed. Now the only thing we've got is these 2 conveyors down here that we don't necessarily want. And the reason for that obviously is because we've got these up here. So these ones that are up here, we could have pushed these ones out further. We could have pushed these ones out further, so the conveyors at the bottom there, if we'd have figured this out. These ones could have gone up straight away first to where these ones are. And we can easily just swap these. It's not a problem. And then these ones can go out. So I think what we're going to do is just sort that out, first and foremost. So these ones, if these ones went straight up though, these wouldn't actually be able to come out. So I've got to bear that in mind. So again, looking at logistics and how this is going to work. We'd actually want these to go up next to them, so out and then up here. But again, that is going to be a tomorrow problem, not a today problem. I'm not too worried about that now, and it looks like we've actually got a bit of an issue. They are coming up. They're just not coming through quick enough, and I think that may be... Yeah, we just simply don't have enough ingots going in now. So that's going to be a problem where we're going to have to fix out the efficiency on this. This one's only running at 50% efficiency. I don't know why. This is running. Pushing out 30 per minute, 30 per minute. Right, so that should be okay. 30 per minute. 30 per minute. Okay. That's running at 100%. This one... Okay, maybe it's okay. Maybe it's just building up now. We'll look into that. But again, just much, much cleaner already now. So let's just move that one out of the way. We can also get rid of this now. We don't need it. We can get rid of this. All of this is now gone. Cleaned up that whole part section, which we've been meaning to do for a long time. So I'm kind of glad we got it finished. And you might look at this and think, do you know what? I don't like this. I want to change it, do something else with it. It's up to you. You could just be happy. Some people just settle and they're like, do you know what? I'm done. I'm not doing any more. And that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. But if you want to do more, obviously you can. So what we'll do now is we'll just wall this in. So we'll just go to R, into Zoop mode. Get rid of that. And what we've got now is, because of this, we've actually been able to create this whole new area. We'll sort out the electrics and stuff a bit later. We don't need to do that right now, but that does mean that we can also wall this part off. But only to here. And that also means we can wall this part off to here. So we can create these little compartment rooms, which we can figure out what we're going to do with. We might actually want to open this one up now. And also we can open up this. Also, we have a bit of stuff in here. We could actually open this up and make a whole new room here. So we'll do this. Okay. Just again makes it a little bit cleaner. Because that's the whole purpose of this game. It's to be able to build. It's a sandbox. It's creative. There's no right or wrong thing to do. You can focus on production. You can focus on other things. But we've just expanded out the whole section of this part, which this is going to be our living quarters, if you like. We'll obviously fix this up later. There's a few things we need to do. We can pick the MAM up for now. That's one thing we can do. We can put that over here instead. So no right or wrong answer here. We're gonna just stick it in the corner for now. We'll move it later. Can even pick up this equipment workbench. We can move that across as well. Again, not kind of finalised or finished yet, but we've got this space here that we can do stuff with. There's actually quite a lot of stuff in here, and it's full, so I actually don't need that. I have to figure out how we're going to move this and get rid of it. I think also at this stage we're just going to get rid of this. We don't like this. It was a good idea to build something, but we're going to build it better. We're going to do it differently. And that actually means we can open up this as well. We've totally opened up this room. We'll get rid of this as well. There we go. Just much cleaner. We'll get rid of this. I don't want that. And now we've got this whole new room that we've just created. We didn't have before. So again, just makes this whole thing just a little bit better. We could technically move the hub if we wanted to. We could put the hub down here. It could be a good little place for it to go. Open up this section here. In fact, I quite like the idea of having a hub. Maybe not so far out. I do quite like being able to run in here, and we've got the doors in and out, so yeah. I guess we'll leave that there for now. But again, this is just an area that we can work on. It's not finished at all. We'll fix it later. This will be the next room that we'll work on, but we're not doing that right now. So we've done the first part. We need to go over here. There's going to be a room that we're going to use just for a box that we're going to use just for dumping stuff. We're going to use that one for now, just in there. It's just a random dump box. All right, and then we can take all of that, and we've got that now. Perfect. And again, this becomes our dump box in here, and then we'll do this one as another dump box. So we'll just store all of that as well. All right, so everything's stored at the moment. That's great. In here, we've got these that show us what's inside. So we can see here we've got plates. We've actually got plates in both of these. And the reason is we obviously moved these over, so we'll go ahead and do that. Take the plates out of there. Now we've got these, so we can kind of see what's at the front. We can put labels on these as well, but for now, it kind of just shows us what's in each one. All right, our little storeroom is coming together. You just need to remember. Okay. So this one we might use later because that's also going to have different parts in it. We've got different production going on over here. But these are the four. These are the four because this machine, right? This machine right now is one that we have modular frame, steel pipes, encased beams, and screws. So we know we need screws coming into here. So we can start to work this out. Because we've got the screws coming up here, right? Going into that box. So what we could do, because we know we need the screws coming into there, is we can actually set up a splitter. And rather than having the screws going into there, we can actually set up here the splitter. Oh, we need some cables for that. We don't have any cables up here, so we'll just have to go and pick those up. I don't even know where the cables are going at the moment. So the cables are the next ones we've got to fix. We'll do that after this. They'll be in here. Oh, cables come into here, right? Okay, so we need to move this one next. So this is good from what it is. But what we need to do, this is going to be the next room that we're going to fix. We'll put all of this one up instead. That's just some stuff we're dumping, so that's fine. Alright. We need some fuel, because we've got no fuel for our jetpack. We don't want to run out of that. Just grab some of that. We've got some on us. And then we can head up here. To that wall. Alright. So as you can see, we're just keeping these we're just keeping these going, so we've got a way of getting in and out at the moment. That's the main thing. Just until we fix things up a bit later. So I do believe we need to move one of these. Possibly that one. Yep, that gets us into this room. At which point this is somewhere else we can look. And then we're also probably going to need to move, I would say, maybe this one. Yep, and that's going to get us into this room, which is another one we need to go and look at. And here, oh, just grab some of that. Perfect. All right, so again, just easy access to get in and out, just while we're working on stuff. That one can go there. We don't need that anymore. Perfect. There's the hallway. That's all done. We need a splitter. To be able to move our assets out here. Now, the only problem with splitter at the moment is it's going to go over this, which we don't want. And we're going to have another one there. So, again, we have to try and get this to work. We're going to have to move all of this. This is just something we're going to have to move in a little while. We're not going to do it now, but later we're going to have to move this. Oh, we need some iron rods. Well, luckily, we actually have some iron rods. We'll just grab these. They're only going to go in storage. We don't need them, so we can just grab those. And then that. Just for now, will allow us to create this. Right, so that splitter's not working. Oh. Right, let's try that again. Also, we can see we're just a little bit of a kink over at the moment, so... There we go, they're coming through now, perfect. We'll bring this all the way down to here. And then in like so. And now we're feeding these screws, which is perfect because it's bringing just enough that we need. Obviously, we've got to fix out the screws because they're not coming through quick enough right now. But we're able to put these down here. And this means that the screws are going to come into here now. Which means this manufacturer is going to be full with screws. That's what it needed to keep making these heavy modular frames. We need a lot of these. So now we've kind of automated that process. That makes life a lot easier. Now what we need to do is work on the next production level that we're going to need. So again, this is how it's all going to look here. Once it's all done. So these are done at the moment. They're finished. We'll come down here again. Just double check this. And now this is all running and everything's okay. We've given it a bit of time. Well, we can just come back here and check these out. So this one's running at 100%. That's good. This one's running at 100%. That's good. This one is running at 100%. That is perfect. And this one is running at 100%. That is perfect. If we need to, we can just push more in by upping the power. 100% is perfect. 100% is perfect. On this side, this is only running at 50%. So the problem that we've got here, and this is what we need to fix, is we've got 30 coming out. We know that. And then we've got 30 coming in here and 120 coming out. Okay, so no, the fact that we've got 128 coming out of here, the problem that we've got is going to be this belt. So we have 120 coming out, means this has to be a Mark II belt, right? I'm trying to figure out why this is only running at 50% actually. 30 coming in, 30 coming out. Ah. Of course. Here's the problem. Alright, we've got 30 coming out of there. 30 coming out of there. But they're splitting because they're going upstairs as well. So, this actually needs to be 60 and not 30. Or this needs to be brought down to 15 per minute. So we can add one of these. I think this needs to be, what is this, 120? Oh. Possibly 120? So, yeah, 120 is 15 a minute. So that's going to be 15. That's going to be 15, so we'll take these two out. Put this down to 120 for now. Just for now. Alright, so that's 15, that's 15. And then we need to check up here because this should be 15, which it is, and this should be 15. Now these will all run at 100%. So that was just a little oversight on my part. Now we can fix this by overclocking these because at the moment the problem is we have 30 coming in here and 30 coming in. Ignoring those two, we have 30 in here and 30 in here, but we have 4 machines. So we only have 60 coming in and now we've got 15 going to each. We're still getting 120 screws, but that just fixes that whole issue. This will start running at 100% now. We'll get less screws, but that's fine because we were getting too many anyway. So that fixes that little problem. Also, what we'll notice now is it will start to fix some of these little flatlining issues that we were having. And again, that max is 700. We need to keep an eye on that. We're going to have to sort out more power, which we're working on. All right, so that whole thing in here now should be running at 100%. Perfect. We're just going to work on getting out of here because we're stuck. It does mean that we've got faster belts than we actually need at the moment, but we will start to see some consistency. Take a little while for that to kick in. Because these are still only running at 60% at the moment, but they will pick up. And as they do, I'll just make our life a lot easier. Let's have a quick look at these smelters over here. We'll go out. Perfect. Now, the way that we can fix this and make it a bit better is we have 30 coming in here, 30 going out there, so that's fine. In fact, we can actually pick that up. We don't need that many from here. And we can pick that up because we've got too many in there. And instead, what we can do is we can put in 100 into here and 100 into here. That will just increase the production up to 100% already. That one's already at 100, that's great. That one's already at 100, that's great. Right, so that should fix the screw issue that we were having. At least bringing these up to 100% right now anyway. It will take a little while for these to regulate, but now that you can see they've started regulating now, and these are going to pump out a lot better than they were. There'll still be some gaps in them because of the speed that these are going. Remember, this is only bringing out 60 per minute, and this is a Mark II belt which you can push out 120 a minute. So we're going to get half, then we'll get a gap, then half, and that's perfect because of the belts. Now, we actually don't need these belts to be level 2. So what we could do is we can actually convert both of these to level 1 because 60 per minute is coming out of these. Now, we don't have to do this, but if we do this, and this as well, only has to be level 1 and level 1 for now. But that just means we're going to get a constant flow with no gaps. Take a little while for that to work, but that will kick in. And if we want to get that constant flow with no gaps, that's simply how we'll do it. So then coming out of here, again, the same thing. We're just going to need a level 1 on here, not a level anything else, and a level 1 on here. This is just going to be a level 1 belt because that's all it needs to be. But now we're going to have 60 out of there and 60 out of there, so this is going to have to be 120. So now this one, which is actually a Mark III at the moment, should be a Mark II. All the way down to here. That's 120, and then what we're going to have is 60 coming down here. As a result, this only needs to be a Mark I belt because it's only going to have 60 coming out, which is perfect. And this one as well only needs to be 60 for that reason. And that one we can just leave as it is, it's fine, because once it goes in there, we don't care. And what we're going to see now as a result of this is a constant stream of these with no gaps. So you can see where we've got the gaps. Can't do anything about these gaps because they're on the slowest belt anyway. And this one as well is 40 rather than 60, so that's that 2 gap. This one's going to be coming out at 60 now, which is perfect, or 120. This one's going to be coming out at 60. This one's coming out at 60, but you can see 15 there, 40 there, 120 going through there. Perfect. So that's going to be 60 plus 60, which means that now looks, as you can see, just much cleaner. Much cleaner. And 60 going down to here, and the rest going into there. Alright, so that has fixed one problem. Now we just need to figure out how much we need going in here. Right, we need 400 per minute to go in here to get this. So let's just wind that down a little bit, shall we? Because we don't have that many screws. We only have 60 screws. Means that's going to be 0.6 per minute. Now, that's not a lot. Obviously, 0.6 per minute is not a lot, but it does mean that, one, we're going to use less power, and two, we're going to be right for the screws that we have right now. Now, if we want to lift that up, we need to sort the production out, which means we need to start at the beginning to fix that. But at the moment, this is only running at 30% capacity, and the reason for that is because this is our input here, 60 screws per minute. Okay, which also means we can look at these numbers now and fix all of this part as well. But before we do that, because again, there's a lot to do here, this is going to be... This is where people sink hundreds of hours into this game, just kind of cleaning things up and organising them and sorting them out. The screw situation at the moment is fine. This is all done. Everything here is fixed. This whole area here is done. So we can now kind of lock this off as an area that's going to be complete. So as a result, what I'm going to do is open up this, because I want to put a door in here instead. So we've got a way in. And then we're just going to put this basic wall on here. Perfect. And this whole area is now complete. It's all locked in. We need to sort out the lighting, and then we need to sort out electrics. Electrics is not a today problem. Electrics is a tomorrow problem. We don't want to do too much at the moment and overwhelm ourselves. You can do a room at a time, or you can do a system at a time. Right now, I'm trying to sort out the conveyor belts. Okay. So now that that room's done, and we've finished it, which is perfect, we'll just change this and put a sign on the door, and we're going to call this iron. Iron ingots, perfect. It's not shenanigans, it will be called iron. Stick that in the middle there. And save it. Look at that. So we've got iron and we've got copper. Looks good. And we need to sort lighting out. Again, lighting and electrics are going to be next. We'll fix all of that. But right now, this works. We could bring this back to here just to remove a lot of the excess that we've got here. These are pushing out so far and they really don't need to. So again, we could fix that. When you look up here, we could put these here and push this out further. It would be so much better to do that. And all we would need to do for this to make that better is push these to the other side. So let's go ahead and just do that, because that's the next thing that we want to be able to do, is clean that up. We're still finishing this room off, and this is where we're learning. So obviously this is going to mix up a lot of the problems that we've got here. But we're going to do it because it's going to give us that extra space. We kind of want that. So again, you can look at these designs, set these up and go, actually I could improve this and make this better. So the way that we'll make this better, it's going to be a bit messy to fix it initially, but let's just do it and get it done. We're going to cut that so it's gone. We're actually going to pick this one up and we're going to put it on the other side here. But in order to do that, we actually need to put a floor hole here. So let's put a conveyor floor hole here. Right, we'll press H because we know that's in the right place. We just need to line this up. I don't know if that's going to work. It might not. Might be too far over. You know what? I'm going to try it and see how it looks. Again, press H and then we can use the nudge that we've got. My only concern right now is that on here... Actually, no, that works. That works perfectly. That was my only concern. No, it works fine. Right, so that's going to go that way instead. Great. So now we just need to connect this up instead. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to remove this conveyor belt. We're going to put that on there, which means we can now remove this one. We can remove this floor hole and this one because that was too far out. And what we've done is just move this whole thing back. So let's go down. And you'll see now, obviously, this isn't going to be working because we've got these new holes that we need to connect in. So these conveyor belts, Mark 1, we'll get rid of these. And we're going to put new lifts in. So really simple. Connect them up like so. Very easy, very simple. And what we've just done as a result of this, that's not going to work from there. It's only a square, actually. It's not too much. We are going to give ourselves another square. And now we can remove this one. And in fact, this one as well. And now we've got this area that we can keep like this. We've got this area here as well. And we've got just a lot of room to play and build and do stuff with. So this is going to be our living quarters here. This is the central area that we're going to have for everything. This corridor here. Come through onto the left-hand side. And as you can see now, just a lot cleaner. And everything works. And it's exactly as it needs to be. Alright, let's head upstairs. There's still another part to this we need to finish. It's not quite done yet, and that is going to be the iron. So, that's fine because it still worked. It's the same line. It's all good. But the problem we're going to have now is we had this line here, and this line, we could put it all back together again, but yeah, that line doesn't quite work now, right? So as a result, we need to think about how we're going to do this. Well, the easiest way to do this will be to remove this. Remove this, which is good because that didn't fit, so we needed to do that anyway, and put another one in here so it kind of goes a different way. We could put a bridge over here, and we could put it in so it goes straight into that way. We can also move this one over because of where it is. So because this one's going like this, we can actually move this now. Put it into the this first one instead. Remember, that's only 60 going in there. We only need this. Back 2. And then into there. So now we're just changing the location of where stuff's going to become. So that goes like that instead. This one doesn't kind of need to go all the way down to the end as well. It kind of feels like a bit overkill for this. So we're going to get rid of this section. And the same thing, you can just come out to here. And again, just makes it a bit easier. Because we've got other stuff that's going to be coming up here. Now we need to sort out that plate issue that we're having. So the plates are going to come up. We can actually move them over here. That would also work. Because we can also come in from the other side. We don't need to all come in from the same side. We can if we want to clean it up and put it that way. But we can also come up from the other side as well. So we've definitely got options and ways that we can do this and things that we can do here. So let's go over here. That we can actually lock up now because we're done. All we need to do now is this plate system. We need to figure this one out. So, just because of where this is, we can move this over one. We can even move it over 2 if we want to, just to keep it a bit cleaner. That works fine. In fact, we could even get away with arguing that maybe that would work. Because it would look like that, and that works just fine. So let's get rid of that merger. Instead, in fact, we're just going to get rid of this to keep it nice and clean. That comes in this way. This one goes. Again, we'll do the same thing here. It's going to come out to there. Back 2. Straight round and in. So we've got these coming in now. Perfect. So everything's working as it was. We just need to find out where these are going to live now. Again, there's no right or wrong answer to this. We just got to decide. And I think, because if we think about what's inside here as well, that's fine, but we're going to have other items coming up here. So we'll do the basic 3, which is going to be 1, 2, and 3. So this is definitely going to be where this is going to come from. So we'll just bring this straight out. And then through to here. And then we're going to need to put a lift in. And that's okay. We can have a lift in here. That will be fine. Like so. Now, we don't really want to have lifts in here if we can help it. It's not ideal to do that. Oh, we actually did that wrong. It's got to go the other way. Like so. We're just going to do this for now. And we'll figure out a better solution a bit later. As we're... Alright. So that works. Again, we could have moved that over a little bit and fix it, but that's just for now, so it looks good, because we don't want it to be a mess. And that's going to put those in there. So that works. Consistent flow there, which is good. I have a feeling there's a problem with these, maybe. Yeah, there's definitely a problem there. So let's just open this up and have a look inside. Wrong room now. Got to remember where we're going. We'll open it up and look inside here. Huh. So yeah, you can see, look, they're not moving. Means there's some sort of a problem with the lift here. So let's get rid of that lift. See if that fixes it. We're looking for the lift to start moving. That lift is not moving. Right, so let's try this bit here. We'll remove this. And instead we'll put this one in. It's going to go up here. Ah, look, there's the problem. Go from here. Like so. And like here, like so. Right, see if that works. So what we're looking for is the lift to fill up, which it's doing now, but we also want it to keep going and not stop. So we'll keep an eye on that. You'll soon be able to tell because you can see the gaps in here. That's how we know that there's a problem, because of these gaps. So because these gaps are here, this is why it's not working. And we're trying to fill these gaps in. But that's still not working, which means that lift's now stopping. Means there's a problem with this. This is not connecting to this for whatever reason. I don't know why. So. What we need to do. Ah, there we go. Look, we're not quite sitting on it. We can move this. There we go. Now it's working. Now it's working, and you'll see this because these will start to fill in. I'm pretty sure it's working now. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. No, it's not. Right, I seem to be having a problem with this. Let me figure out what I'm doing wrong. It's trying to connect it to here and not to there, so... It should be working. I think it's because I need to connect... There we go. That was the problem. It was just a little bit too far out. A little bit too far out. That was all. So I hadn't got it connected up properly. It's good to know. Now we can see we fixed those gaps. So those gaps that were there, they're not there anymore. All right, so that's fixed. This one's a bit confusing because it's pushing out more than it should be. This one should be pushing out 20 per minute. Yeah. And this one should be pushing out 20 per minute, which it is. Which is a total of 40 per minute, which is correct. It should be 40 per minute. My problem is that I have more coming out than I should. Oh, maybe because there's there's too many plates in there. There was a bit of a backup, so let's. I'll take those out because these, and we should see this shortly. Now we've just made that change. If we just wait a sec, these are a little bit backed up. I get that, but there should be a little bit of a gap there. Also, is this working? Yep, into there. Yep, it's going into there, so it is working. I think it's working as it's intended. But there should be a gap here, because it should be 40, or 20 and 20, right? We should be 40 and not 60, so we shouldn't be seeing this consistent stream, because this is a 60. This is a 60 down here. There it is. There's the gap. That's the gap we're looking for, so it should be... And it's just, I think, where it's trying to catch up at the moment, but that gap is starting to come through, which is what we're looking for. Starting to see it on that side. So that will start to level itself out now. This will all start to filter through, and we'll start to get those 20s and then a 40 gap, which is what we want. And on here as well, we're starting to see it, 20 and a 40 gap, and then we'll get 40s with a 20 gap. Perfect. So that's working. We know that's okay. This is working. We know that's okay. And those are working as well. Great. Okay, so this can all be locked up now. We've kind of fixed that issue. We need to fix this because we don't want this. We don't want bridges going over here. That's not the idea of this. But we also don't want to have this crossover either. So yeah, we'll fix that. We don't want clipping. We're not going to do clipping here. Could be that we go around the back, or we fix that, or we do something else later. But there we go. We've got those. Then that's going to fill up, and once that's filled up, that's going to go in here. All right. The basics are done. Let's move to the next section. Again, I have no idea how to get in here at the moment, so we're just going to go down here. We've got this whole room now and things to play with. Next, now this one's done, we need to go in here. So I kind of just want to open this up. I'm going to leave this one open for now as a way to be able to get in and out easy. Now I'm just going to open up these two. We'll put that one back. And we're going to do the same thing here. The exact same thing here. So, we don't want these two mergers that are coming through, so we can get rid of these and put them up. Put them up the top. Each of these is going to go into separate places, so we'll do this one first. We'll get rid of this. We'll get rid of this, and then we'll get rid of this. Now we can get rid of all of this, because again we don't need any of this now. We've got another two materials that are coming through. We're going to clear out all this room. We're going to make so much space just by putting it on a floor above that we never have to see or touch or look at again. Alright, we'll get rid of that. And there. So we know it's all efficient. We know it's all working. That's great. Again, we can just check here. So the outcome here is 7.5. The outcome here is 30. So Mark 1 belts work perfectly. We're just going to go straight up here, through there. Doesn't matter what way they go at the moment. We just need to go up. Put the conveyor holes in. One goes there. One goes there. Perfect. Then we can take these out again. Because now these can connect up and they'll go into the holes instead. Alright, that's those two done. Nice and easy. These two are going to continue to go through there, but this one is going to go instead. So we'll do exactly the same thing here. So, just checking how many are coming out of here. 30 per minute, that's fine. Conveyor lift hole there. Take this out. Level 1. After a while you get kind of used to this. Alright, so there's going to be the 3 holes here. Let's just... Sorry, just misclick. Alright, and we can even see what's coming up through here at the moment. Look, we can see this has got the copper on it. So we need this one, and this one. Which is nice because we've actually got these 3 here. 1, 2 and 3. So this one's quite straightforward. We'll just go that way. This one we'll bring in this way. And same here. Perfect. Okay, so coming down from here, really easy. We don't need to do any messing about. We just come straight down all the way on that line as far as it will let us. All the way to here on the line, back to, and then that will just come in. And then same with this one, we'll bring this one all the way down as well. We want to bring this down to here. Yep. Back to. Again, nice and clean. That's those 2 sorted now. They're both fixed. We've also separated these out now, so they're going into different boxes, which is great. And then we just got this one to fix. Now we're going to move the awesome sink, so we're not too worried about that. Bit of a kink in the line. Not ideal, but we'll leave that there for now. And we're going to move this in a minute, so I'll leave that clipping just for now. But alright, that was easy. Easily done. Now we've got all of these coming into these boxes. Great. We can go back and have a look inside now. Let's go and plug up a lot of these holes that we've made. But let's just check in here first. So now all of this, again, irrelevant. We don't need it. Just extra space we're not using. Nice. Also means we've now got these extra boxes we're not using as well. So that's one there. All of this wiggle room can go. And these can now go as well. There's a lot of stuff in here, so that one there and that one there can go. But again, a lot of stuff, right? So I'm going to have to move that over. But now I'll just pull them down. Leave them as their boxes on the floor there. Did that box go? Oh, I had enough to collect that stuff. Wow, okay. I had a lot of stuff on me there, so that's fine. I think we just chuck all that in there. I don't think I'm going to be able to pick all this up. Yeah, I actually can. Crazy. Alright, nice. So we'll just swap over a couple of those and a couple of those. And everything else can just go through. That's all going to go into storage, which means this awesome sink at the moment is just going to keep going. We'll fix that later. It's a tomorrow problem. We've just managed to open up this room and make it bigger, because we don't need all this space anymore. So I think we can do that. And then that means we can actually come back here and do this. I don't know, we'll take it all. There we go, leave that. So now we just opened this room up, made this room a lot bigger, which is nice because we don't need all this extra space here now. We've also got this extra space here that we're not using, that we don't need. So we could technically close that in, like so. Now, you could argue that you actually want a bit of room to be able to maneuver and do stuff in, so we could actually say we'll do that instead. Just get rid of that and that. Now we've got a little bit of room to move. We might want to actually give a little bit more room here as well, just so we're not really tight up against the edge, because we don't need to be. Like, there's no requirement to force ourselves to be in a room that's just very tight. So instead, let's do that. Now we've got a little bit of breathing space in here. Let's just put that up. Nice. I don't kind of know what we're going to do with that bit there. Don't really need it for anything. We could just round off here instead. I feel like I'm just going to leave it there for now. We'll figure something out with this later. Yeah, this little corner. We are using it up there. Maybe a reception room or something. Maybe just a bit of lobby. But then we'll need to put that in there. Yeah, I think we'll do it like that. So we won't actually lock this off all the way. We'll just do it like too high, like so. And then we've got the factory floor. We've got the lights up there. Cool. But that all works. That's all effective. We're still going to leave this coming in as it is. That's fine. This awesome sink will go in a minute. We're just going to leave it to power through that, but then we're going to remove that. So that means that can go. All right. That also means that when that goes, and I know it's not going yet, but when that goes, we'll also be locking this off. So I'm just going to lock this off now in preparation. Because this will go, and then that will go, and then this is all going to be clear. That can now be locked off. Alright. Good progress. That works. So we've cleaned that section up. That's done. We've cleaned this section up. That's now done as well. We've got sort of lighting out in here. We'll do that later. This is now a much different room. So you can see we completely transformed our factory now. Completely transformed it. Let's have a look how we're doing for a power. Do you know what? The power's not terrible. It's not perfect, but it's not terrible. We've definitely optimized a lot of what we're doing here. And I'll tell you what the inconsistencies are going to be in here. Because a lot of this isn't going to be working now because it's missing parts. So what we now need to do, because there's nothing coming into these now. Like, this has got stuff in it. Well, that one hasn't. But it's not feeding in anymore. So this is where the new problem comes from. So what we're going to do, well, we're going to have to get rid of these. So all of this now has to go. And then the feeding in has to come from upstairs, straight down. And this is where we need to figure out the layout of the room and how the room's going to look. And it's not going to look like this. We're going to put these constructors around the outside of the room. Then we'll be feeding straight up, and then we'll be pulling in as and when we need it. So that's why that whole section needs to go. So once that's done, we'll get rid of that. These boxes will go. In fact, these boxes can kind of go now. We'll just dump them on the floor. All of these can go. And again, we've just really opened up this floor plan now. We can move around. We feel a lot better for it. I'm just realised I'm dropping random things. So let me burn that. And then I can pick up this. Because these are just ones that I'm dropping on the floor. Look. Well, not all of them, but That one's not. But these are. Alright, let's pick that up. Same with that can go. This can go. That as well. And I'm pretty sure these machines can all just go as well. So we can put these all along the bottom here. Wow, that's empty now. Cool. Okay. Oh, that's because there's an awesome sink there. Right, the awesome sink can go. That can go. Right, we've completely cleared that out, so we've got nothing left. That can go. Literally just getting rid of everything now. Do you know what? They can go as well for now. 2 assemblers can go as well. And now we just basically need to rebuild this room. This is another tomorrow problem though. We've kind of done a lot today already. Store what we can in there. We're going to store what we can in there. That one's already been used, so. Hopefully, I can pick all of this up now. No, I cannot. Okay, but can I pick... No, I cannot. There's a couple more there. We'll come back. Need some more storage. We're actually running out of storage again, which is crazy. Considering we've only just kind of filled this up. I don't think we built a big enough stock room. Should have gone bigger, but that's okay. For now, we just want to make this efficient. That's the goal. The goal right now is efficiency, and then obviously later, if we're going to change this, well, we can get ahead and change it later. Okay, now we've cleared out this room. This looks so different now, like compared to how it was. We've got these assemblers. Now, this is the assembly room. So this is where we need to think about what are we going to need to build? Well, there's a lot of stuff here, right? So we need reinforced iron plates. We need modular frames. We need encased industrial beams. So we know we need those. They're quite big. So that can technically be these 3. We also want stuff on the other side here, right? So we can build like another 4 on the other side here. And this can just be a big room that all comes down into here. From the loot to here. We do need enough room to go up, so we need to move these as well. We're going to have to pick all of these up. Again, this whole room is going to need a change. Don't need that anymore. Put that wall down there instead. That's not needed. Yeah, so as you can see, completely changed the entire look and feel of this room. We're starting from scratch, which is good. So what we're going to do is we're going to use these Mark II poles that we've got. So for power, we've got these Mark II wall outlets. We're actually going to chuck one of these as a starting point. We're going to chuck one right there. Okay. There's a lot going to this, so if I get rid of that one, that can connect to there. This one can go into the corner here, I feel. Because then that's going to go to next door. I don't kind of know how to put this. Maybe there. Right, that'll do for now. We can fix that later. That's a tomorrow problem. That one, nice and easy, because that's just that light. Yeah, so that's just a lighting system, so that's fine. Which means we'll go from there instead to that. that one to there, that one to there. Okay, so we actually don't need that. This whole outlet can go. And that instead can just go to that one. Just trying to clean things up a little bit at the moment and get rid of this pole because we don't need it. But the whole idea here is that that can feed to that, and then this can go. So that's no longer needed. I don't know where that's going in there. And that's going over there, but we don't need that because that's also going over there. So I feel like that can go. We've just got one coming through into here now. Where? Like, ah, just to there. But that's not connected to anything, so that can go. It's a random pole just sitting there, which should mean that this is now not being used. There we go. We are actually sorted out our first room. Not perfectly. Now, what I'm going to do is put on a double Mark II wall outlet. We're going to put that just down there. And that is going to connect up to there. Which means that we'll connect that to this for a second, but it now means we can remove that horrible looking line. So whilst the lines aren't perfect, that is definitely better. And actually, let's just remove that wall for a sec, because I want to see what's in here. Oh, look, this is going... Where's that going? Oh, wow, that's going out there. Okay. So we can actually put another one of these here, like a double outlet. Like so. That can actually connect up to that. And then that can connect to there. Which means we can actually get rid of this one. Because that's now working there instead. Oh, these are so messy. This one is connected to the lights there. Okay. So let's do this, which is going to get rid of the light. And instead, we'll connect that up like that for now. This one's also connected up to these lights. But we can go from there to there instead. That works for now. Don't actually know where these two are connected to. Oh, there's a pole over there, look. Oh, that's connected up to the... okay, so if I disconnect that now... There we go, perfect. So that pole can now go. So again, we're just trying to clean things up a little bit, make it a bit better for us. We're going to take that wall out. We're going to replace it with a door. Put this back. Now we've got a way to get through around the back here. So whole new factory floor that we've just sorted out. This one, which we know is all done. We've sorted out most of the power in here. Not all of it, but most of it. Still got some more to do. That's a 3 out of 4. That's a 4 out of 4. That's a 4 out of 4. So I think what we can do here is with a Mark II on the wall, up the back corner there. Like so. We can actually start to get rid of some of these. So that is just these two machines. So if I get rid of this one, that means these two machines are going to stop. So I just go 1, 2. and into there for now. Okay, this one's going to be this machine. So if I actually just sever that connection, connect that up instead. That one is this machine. So again, this isn't perfect, but I'm just trying to fix a lot of these. That actually is redundant now. That one I believe is this machine. Can't quite get on top of it. There it is. Okay. And then that one's this machine. So if I get rid of that line, that will go to there. Which means that this is now not being used. So that one can go. This one is being used, but all it's doing is connecting from that pole to there, and then it's going through there. Where's that going? It's going straight through to the other side. That's going to that pole. If I cut that, do we still work? We do still work. So that pole is actually redundant. What are these two poles doing? Tomorrow problem. Okay. So it's not perfect because it's all still connected up in the same way, but it's definitely a lot better. We've got rid of a lot of those poles. And the only problem with getting rid of the poles is we can't actually see. We can't actually see like what's going on with the electric. We don't know. So I do like to have a pole just so that I can be able to see what's going on. And we're going to put that just there. And we're going to connect that up like so. Which you might think stupid, but it means I can come in here and I can now just see my... Because if I do that, I can't see it. We're actually really good. Like if you look at our capacity level, we've brought everything really, really down, and we're quite straight right now. There's a couple of challenges, but overall, most of the production looks good. That's all charged up and working. I think one of the challenges we're going to have is going to be this machine. Because this can't work, it's at 0%, but it is drawing power. So if we just pause that, then technically, that should also fix a bit of the problem that we're having. We'll find that. We'll find out where that is. I don't think we need to pause it, we just haven't got the stuff for it, so... modular frames we need. Yeah, we'll fix that. That's another tomorrow problem. That's still working hard. Cool. We should have 15 of these now. Okay. Let's print those out. Guess we can put a shop down, right? We haven't got... yeah, so the shop's going to go into our little area. So come through here. Onto here. Need a little awesome shop to go in here somewhere. Oh, we're missing some plates, really? Of all the things we need, it's plates we're missing. Let's go and steal some from in here. We're not going to be able to, are we? We're going to have to... Oh, all of this is turned off. Okay, so that was important. Right, okay. Good job I come in here to check. We'll take that one and connect it to there. Why is this not working? No power? No power. Alright, that all works again. We'll fix that later. These are just little problems that we'll deal with. We're not worried right now. Okay, what was I trying to do? I was trying to steal some plates. I can't steal plates off of here, really? Okay. Alright, let's go. Into the loot room. We have to try and figure out where are the plates? No, they'll be there. Okay. Awesome shop coming up. And can just stay there. Just for now. We'll fix it later. It's not a problem. What do we need? What do we want? A lights control panel. That'll be nice. Let's go ahead and add that. We don't need these, but I guess we just get them because they're done. Nice display bundle there. Or we can go for a large or a small billboard. I think we'll go for these. We want some bigger signs. And that's 9, so we'll grab them. So most of the stuff in organisation we've got. We just need this one more now. Under management, wall mounts. That could be nice. We'll grab the mounts because we can use those. We don't have that yet, but we will have soon. Another 2. Quarter pipes and racks and inverted ramps and lots of stuff there we can build. Now we really want to get some windows, right? But there's 6 and we've only got 4, so... guess we save up for that, but for now we'll just buy these. Might start putting some windows and gates and things in. Lots of stuff we can play with. So yeah. Nice. A few little additions now, so... it's really starting to pick up. Now this power switch could be fun. Can be switched on or off. Not the power switch, sorry. There's the wall mounts that we've got. Organisation. Lights control panel. Useful for section and modifying many lights at once. Controls all lights connected to the power grid. Attached to the light power connector. Other control panels and power switches interrupt the connection. Nice. So we just need 3 AI limiters to be able to build that, of which we can make them. Right, let's go ahead and build a lights control panel, shall we? I actually don't know where we're going to put it right now. I guess for now, just put it there for now. Ooh. That's pretty cool. So that will be for these, right? So now... ooh. I like it. That's fun. So we can play with the lights. I think we can have some fun with that. Where did I just connect that to? Wait, what? I don't know where that connected to. There's no power coming through this one, which is really strange. Okay. That one seems broken. Which is a little weird. You know what? Let's just turn all the lights off at the moment. Let's just disconnect all of this. We're going to figure this out. Let's, there we go. Let's do that. In fact, yeah. So that's good. Just need to move that over one. Alright. There's our 4 lights that we've got in this room. connects to that, like so. That connects to that, like so. That connects to that. They're all connected to each other. And then what should happen, if I've got my lights control panel here and I've done it correctly, is each room can have one of these. Oh, hold on a sec. That. To there. And that can connect to here. Alright, nice. That works. Well, this means that now, because I've done this, if I come over to here, I should be able to turn it on and we should have... No? Oh, because... my bad. That is wrong. So, that goes to there, and that has to go to there. Now, when I do this... Oh... The red room. Or the blue room. Disco time. We can do custom colours. That's so cool. And we can even turn the intensity down. Nice. What do we go for? Green? Green room? Got a red room here. And then if I disconnect this now... I was going to say they should stay green, but no, they don't. I guess the question is, how do I... Maybe put that to there. And then that to there instead. Just so it looks a bit cleaner, because that otherwise looks really messy. And the same with this. How do I do it like that? That'll do for now. I like it. Alright, I feel like we're learning things, which is nice. Bit of a red room over here. Nice chill. Green vibe over here. Dark factory there. Let's actually turn this back to white. We'll leave it on a 50%. Nice. Alright, we've got a new factory floor. We obviously need to build this out. This is a big problem at the moment. We're not actually producing anything. So this is all nice that we're getting to sort this out, but yeah. It's all red light as well. I think we changed all the lights to be red, didn't we? We can fix the lighting later. That's a tomorrow problem. It's another tomorrow problem, not today. Okay, we've achieved a lot so far. I know it doesn't feel like it, but we actually have. So we're starting to clean things up. But what we need to do now is we actually need to look at, well, why are we doing this? What's the point? What are we trying to achieve? Well, we want to get the fuel generator. That's going to be good. But we also want to get this monorail going. That's kind of where we're at the moment. So in order for this, we're going to need computers as well. We don't have computers at the moment. But we need 50 of these. 50 of these. So we need to be able to generate these heavy modular frames. So that's still the goal, that's the focus, that's what we're trying to do, is the heavy modular frames. I think we were starting to make some at some point. And then, I don't know, because I've got all this crap everywhere. There we go, made 13 of them so far. So, what do we need to be able to make them? Well, we know we need screws, and we're actually punching screws in here, so that's great. We need steel pipes as well. So, we're going to have to think about steel pipes and how that works. Well, steel pipes are coming into here at the moment. So what we could do, because we've got this coming in, is we can actually push these out. Now we could put a smart splitter on here, right at the end here. So we take this one out, because this one's ever so different. And we could put on the end here a smart splitter. So we need an AI limiter, which I think we can make. I think we've got enough for one. Yeah, oh, I've got enough. Yeah, we're good. We can make as many of those as we need. So AI limiters is another thing. We can maybe get a little production line going for those. But the goal of what we're trying to do here is put this smart splitter directly on the back of this box. It's going to crash the game. Unfortunate. Let's just reload that. It didn't want to go there. It did not like that. So trying to place that in a place where it said we couldn't place it, it crashed the game. All right. Good to know. I actually think that's probably a good place to end the video. It feels like we keep ending these videos on crashes. But I do just want to kind of finish that. So let's just go back to... I'll see how quickly it loads. And we'll see how much we just lost. Hopefully the lights are done and we didn't lose that. The autosave is good. Yep, we've got the lights and everything set up. We're back here, so I think it just saved. Did we just make the AI limiter? No, alright, so we're just coming here to make this AI limiter, wasn't we? Perfect. We only lost a few seconds. Okay, so what we want to do in here is, as I said, when I remove this and that, and we actually want to put this this smart splitter down. It's not going to let us place it there. So what we'll do is we'll just do a normal splitter instead for now. But we actually want to try and connect this up to here. Let's try this. We're going to put a smart splitter down here, like so. We're going to remove this and this. We're going to use the one at the top. And this smart splitter, we only want out of this central output, we want steel pipes. That's all we want to let out of here. So the question is, if we do this, I just want to test it for now. Are we going to get steel pipes out of here? Because there should be steel pipes in there, alright? No, we're not. So it's going to load up the smart splitter with whatever it wants. And what we want is the pipes, but we're not getting them. Even though they're there. So that's not connected. And that's the problem with doing this. Is that we need to be able to tell this what we want it to bring out, and we can't do that. So having this storage here, the problem is we only want to bring one thing out of here. So we might have to split that storage. I think that's going to be a tomorrow problem. That's got bolts in it. That's got all that stuff in it. I think that's going to be a tomorrow problem. Also, I think I'm going to close this off. So we have to come through here. And we're going to turn this into the way through. Not that. Yeah, I think this is going to become the way through. We'll sort that out later. That way, I can actually close this bit off here. And make another wall. But that's going to be clipping in there, which is not ideal. I don't want that clipping, really. Well, I guess it doesn't have to, because I can just remove that. And then it's not really clipping as such. Or is it? Yeah, it's clipping in the middle there, isn't it? I'll have to move. I'll move the hub. We'll move the hub. But the idea here is being that this is the challenge. I want to be able to split what comes into here. I think I technically need another box. Need some pipes. I'll need some beams as well, my bad. Okay, so that works. That actually does work. So then this is where the smart splitter is going to go. Like this. The way we're going to set this up is straight ahead is going to be steel beams, and to the left is going to be steel pipes. Nice. Pipes and beams. Now if I take all of those out, should be able to put them all in there. And now we've got all of these. And all of those. And now we're splitting them out. Perfect. Alright, that works. One problem fixed. It just means... yeah, that doesn't look too good. That's fine. Do you know what? For now, we're just going to actually leave it like that for now. Just for now. We've got a way to get in here. It's not the way we want it, but it will do for now. Cool. Alright, it works for now. Temporary solution. Manuela, we'll deal with it tomorrow. Okay, so now that we're fixing that, we've fixed that, sorry. These are going to be the pipes. Let's remove this and head up. Because now what we want to do, we're going to have to move this over actually. Oh, that's fine. We can do that at the bottom there. Because now that's going to come up as well. And in fact, if we swap those two over, so it's the other way round, that can come straight up. This can move over. Okay, let's do that. So, what we're going to do here is that is going to come over to there, like so. Fix that up in a minute. Oh, actually, yeah, do you know what? That actually will work from there. We don't even need to move it. Even better. Let's do that. Alright. We'll just, we're just going to change that. So, steel pipes and steel beams. And then all we're going to do is take them, put them in, take them, put them in. Lovely. Swapped them all over, that works. Alright, so now the next thing we need to do is put down a lift, which is going to go there. Take that back out. Now when we put this up here, that will go like so. We come up here. Got this nice little gap here. Oh. Put it down there. Boom. Straight down. Second line fixed. So again, we're starting to get there. So now steel pipes are coming in, screws are coming in. Now we need to do modular frames, and then we need to do encased industrial beams. Okay, modular frames and encased industrial beams. They're the next two things we need to figure out. That's going to come down to our main construction room. So, head back down here. We can now lock that off. We're done. And now we need to start thinking about this room. Alright, so the way that this room's going to work is we're going to go for 2 assemblers. And we need to be able to have a way in and a way out. So we need to build them with just a little bit of consideration. So that should be fine for in, and that should be fine for out. So again, everything, and it's so much easier. At first, it feels really daunting when you start doing this, but then you're like, actually, do you know what? This is actually really nice and easy. Like, it's a nice, easy way to be able to do this. So we're just going to chop them up for now. We don't care about them. And there we go. Easy. That's how we build it. And then what we do is we put in the floors. So... we're going to remove that. It does matter which way these go. Oof. As we can see, that's there's a bit tight on these. So that's cool. Which means these can actually go that way. So if they face that way, they're going to work. Cool. Right, so take these out, these lifts. We'll put them back in again, but we're going to do it so that they're facing that way. Perfect. And look at that, they actually fit perfectly. What this is going to do is it's going to allow us, if I just close this off, it's going to allow us to find the holes that we need. So we can actually come and label all of this up so we know what stuff's coming in here. But let's actually think about this. This one can be... because this output that's going to come up here, by the way. Let's just face that the right way. Boom, like so. Alright, we've got to fix that. That's a tomorrow problem. And actually, that's not even working. So we need to figure out what that's meant to be and why that's not working. Oh, are we out of power? We've got no power. Ah. We've got no power in any of this room. That has power. Oh, so it's just this one that doesn't. Oh, I forgot one. But I think that's got all 7 connected up to it, right? Yep. That's just a light switch. We can do that. Let's go for some power. Go for Mark II output. We'll stick it in a corner there. I guess we can take that one away. Oh. Right, and then from here, the hitbox on this is really strange. There we go. Could do with some lights in here. That's the one that's got no power. I'll take that one. Alright, so that should all be working now. We'll sort the lights out in here later. We'll actually just fix that back up. Alright, there you go, that's working now. But, even though this is working now, I actually feel like this is going to be much better, coming straight out of here. Because that's how it should be. That works. Looks good. Clean. No clipping. Maybe not clean, but you understand what I'm saying. Not clean, but you know. Nah, that will do for now. Just for now, that's fine. Right, so in here, what was the third thing that I said I needed? This is where I've got to... Oh, yeah, modular frames I need. Modular frames is one machine. So for this one, we can do modular frames. And I think that can take in the steel pipes because we've got quite a few of those. So either of them are going to need reinforced. That's fine. But this only needs 2 reinforced. So we need reinforced iron plates. Has to be 1. So we have to make those. So, alright, we're going to make reinforced iron plates. Then we're going to make steel frames, which is going to give us our modular. And then we're going to make... Yeah, we need them. Okay. We need some stuff. What do we need? Where is it? Get it from there, that's fine. Okay. So the conveyors are going to get quite overwhelming upstairs quite quickly. Oh, we actually need some reinforced plates as well. I don't think we have any reinforced plates, you know. I think we used them all up. No, we're okay, we've got 100 there. Because we chucked a load in the sink. Alright, so let's look through this. Here we're going to have reinforced iron plates. And for that we can just make those and those. That's going to make those for now. We'll sort that out in a bit. Then reinforced iron plates and steel tubes are going to make modular frames. So because this is a room, we don't want to keep going up and down and up and down. That's going to be a nightmare. So these reinforced iron plates are going to come in here with the steel pipes. Which means, based on the production that we need, we actually want to put this here. Maybe like so. And that will come straight out of there, straight into there. And then one will come down. So 2 comes down into the first one, because that's going to be the plates and the screws. So we'll get them 2 into here, plates and screws, coming in. Then we're going to have reinforced plates, which are going to go into here, that are going to make modular frames. With some pipes that are going to come out as well. So we can do that. Alright, and then modular frames. Then we've got to come again, around here. Nope, wrong way around. Alright, so just put that there for the minute. Get rid of that one. Okay, so this is going to be reinforced plates. Reinforced plates are going to go into modular frames. Modular frames are then going to go into... We actually need... Modular frames can go straight up. We need this one as well. This is steel beams and concrete. Alright. Try not to get everything in the same place, but this can be steel beams and concrete. And that's going to make that. Perfect. In fact, I would even argue that because that's steel beams and concrete, it's a kind of separate loop. You can technically put it here. So now we've got our modular frames that we need, and we've got our concrete rebar stuff that we're going to need. Let's just check over here. This is all starting to stack up already. What are we going to need in here? That's it. And then we'll be able to make these heavy modular frames. So getting this loop going now, because we finished off with a lot of the basic loops that we don't need anymore, we can now work on this more advanced loop. Now the problem is going to be if we have to switch this up, because we have to make something else, we're going to have to work out the connectors up here. And that's why I want to kind of keep it as clean as I can for now. Specifically with how this is going to work. See, this one should be fine because we can just go onto here and do that. Which we'll sort out in a minute. Like so. Alright, conveyor lift for you. One for you. One for you. One for you, and then one for you. Perfect. Nice and clean. Lovely. Grab this. Just want to do the same thing. I'm just pressing the middle mouse wheel to do this. Make life a lot easier. That's going to have to go up as well. That's done. But this one won't. Well, I guess kind of this one will. There we go. So that's going to be this machine, which is going to feed into here. Which is going to feed into here, then this machine, and all good. And then that machine. So let's look at our power that we're going to need for this. So we'll put a wall outlet on the ceiling just there. Connect that up to here. And then that, actually we can make that a Mark II. So we'll go power to Mark II. Realise we've run over on time, so we're going to be careful not to spend much more on this. But this is basically going to, there we go. Everything's going to be powered now. But that's actually got enough to make those, which is good because we put those in there. That's going to be reinforced plates and steel pipes. So reinforced plates are there. We just need to go and get some steel pipes. Steel pipes are going to be here. This one's nice and easy. Steel pipes are going up like that. We need to obviously cut a hole here so we can get up. So these steel pipes are going into here. We also need to do a splitter on here. A lot of stuff we've got to sort out still. Alright, so we can kind of just splitter these off. And we've got to figure out where these are going to go, because there's like so much stuff here. I think, let me just check the pipes. That's going to make the encased beams. So that's fine. Alright, so steel pipes is this one. So got to just remember where we're going. Let's just take that one out for a minute. Right, that's the steel pipes. So I need to find a way. We'll fix this. We'll fix this. I know there's going to be some clipping going on. We'll fix this. That now means that steel pipe's going to come down here. You're going to go into there. We'll fix all of this up. We'll sort all of this out in a little bit. But that's going to put those into there. So that's done. Well, polish will come later. Let's get it working, and then we'll do the polish. So now what we need is iron plates and screws. So this has to be iron plates and screws. Well, we can see the iron plates are coming in here. And we can also see the screws are coming in here. So because these are going into storage, what we'll do, again, I know this is something that we're going to fix. This is where they need to go, right? So the best way to do this is going to be to have a lift on here, like that. And actually, if this works, this will be incredible. We want a splitter. I don't think that's going to work. No. Would be nice, but I think it's just a bit too close. The idea being, yeah. That's just not going to work. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to split out there. Just for now. Again, we can fix all of this later. It's not a problem. We're going to put this coming out this way. Back to around there. Plates are being split, which means half's going down there, so that's good. Can't remember what he said I needed. Plates. No, this one wasn't plates, was it? No, that was a mistake. Alright. I made a little mistake. We'll fix that quickly. This is the plates. Plates and screws. Let's put these on here, like so. So that splitter was correct. Again, this is going to be a bit spaghetti, but we're going to fix it. We're not going to leave it like spaghetti. We're going to just set it up, and then we're going to figure out a way to do it. So that's going to go into there, because that's correct. And then we need one for screws as well. And start to see how complicated this gets. And actually, maybe what we should do is move this factory over the other side, just to clear this area. We can also move all of these out around the other side. We can move these as well. So just learning and getting this idea of how this works from the loot room and everything is really valuable. Like later on, I'll push this over the top. We'll move that out of the way. Get it set up first so it's working, and then we can clear it and clean it up. So I need another splitter, because these are going into storage. And actually, before they go into storage, this is where I want to catch them. So we've got a splitter there. We're going to put another one down there. Which is great, because that will still come into there. That will still go into this. We've got some. But this one, dun dun dun, needs to come into here. And I don't actually know how it will. Oh, because we're missing iron plates. Oh, just so happens we've got some iron plates here. Grab those. And then so that is going to go from here. I believe this is right. I might be wrong. So that is going to be screws and iron plates. Let me check. Screws and iron plate. So that's going to work. So that's going to make reinforced. We just need to work out the levels. Reinforced and steel pipes are coming in here. That's done. So they're all working, and that's working, so that's good. This is making modular frames. And so modular frames are going back up. And now modular frames, which are coming out here, actually. This is so messed up at the moment. It's quite funny. Modular frame's going to kind of need a home. What are they there? I need to... Ah. Yeah. We'll take them out of there. That's now them. That one's done as well. Alright. So, we can do this one. That's the way in, so that's great. Because it's on the end, we can do it that way. That was a steel pipe. Actually think it's out of this one now, so out of here. Yep, missing iron plates. Let's go down and grab some iron plates. Which should be there. Also, we want to grab those because they don't live there anymore. That's fine. I don't even know if the iron plates do live there anymore. I don't think they do. Screws. Perfect. Alright, we're starting to stack up on resources, which is actually good. It's what we want. Again, we're just setting this up at the moment. Don't look at this and go, oh my god, you can't do that. You can. Do what you want. And again, as a bit of a noob, sometimes it's just easier clipping and then polishing. What we want to know is, does it work? Yes, it does. So now they come out. So they're now coming back. But actually, didn't we want those to go into here? Like, we need them, right? They're part of this. Yes, modular frames, right? So now we've got the modular frames. And they're coming out here. This is where it gets really crazy. We'll put a splitter on these. Just before they get in home, into here. And that will go over here. A bit of spaghetti. But again, we'll tidy and polish once it's done. This is where it all gets really, really crazy. It's going to be really nice because once this is all clean and we've done all the clipping issues and this all works, then we can just lock all this whole section off and we don't even have to look at it and it just works. It's just one floor in a whole building and we can just ignore it. Come up here if we need to do access or figure anything out. But yeah, right now this is just the design stage, if you like. Now you can map all this out if you want and design it from paper, but I think it's just better and easier to do it this way. Alright, so that's going to work. So now we're just missing one thing from here. I keep forgetting what it is. Oh yeah, it's the encased industrial beams, of course it is. So let's get those encased industrial beams out, which are going to have to come out here. This will be their home. Now, they're going to come up from this one. So this is them. We'll bring them up this way. And then from here, I'm going to try and organise it as best we can. We don't want to be animals. That's going to go into there. But before it does, we're going to want to split it. That split can actually go here for now. And then from here, over to this. Right, that loop is actually working now. The only thing we need to do, like the only part of it that's not working at the moment, is this part here. And the reason for this is because steel beams and concrete. So we need to be bringing concrete into here and steel beams. That is these two. Steel beams and concrete. And they should be, and this is where we need to start labeling stuff. So steel beams are going to be, let's have a look down here, shall we? Right, what's where? Steel beams are here. So we can, up here. Let's grab the floor holder and take that off. Put that back on. We'll actually take out this floor instead. Perfect. Now they're actually facing the wrong way, and I appreciate that. In fact, I think we can go ahead and take this one off because we can just spin it around. For now. Steel beams. Steel beams are going to come over here. You're going to be looking at this absolutely crying inside. I can feel it. I can feel people crying already. I love it. This is pure sketty. So they're going to come in and go into there now. Again, we will fix this one conveyor at a time. Let's get it connected up, get the whole loop working, and once the loop's working, then we can fix it. Alright, so the last thing we need is concrete, and I have absolutely no idea where we're storing concrete right now. In fact, looks like we're storing it over here. We are. So concrete is actually in here. Okay, interesting. So this one's concrete. Perfect. So let's get the concrete out. And then from here, this one's going to be nice and easy. I believe it just needs to go into there, right? I don't even know what's working anymore, like what's going in and what's not. Let's just bring this here for a sec, and then it should snap into place on the one that it's meant to go onto, which I think is this one. It is this one. But for some reason... Let's put that on that way. Wait, what? Ah, I think we've gone on the wrong end of the box, that's why. I think I understand what's happened. Because we want to come from here. Yeah. Okay. So, we just went on the wrong end of the box. We actually want this end of the box. There's the concrete. My bad. So let's get rid of that. And instead we'll put that one here. And that to there. Ladies and gentlemen, we're done for the day. That's us. There we go. Look at that. That looks incredible. Wow. We started off so well. Everything was really nice and clean and tidy. And then, well, this is normally what you'll find happens with people. And it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay to look like this. All right, let's make sure all the loops are working. Everything should be, because it should all be feeding down. So, again, bit of a challenge. Things to do, things to clean up. We need to label all of these so we know what's coming out, and then we need to clean these up. So simple ways in, simple ways out, bridges, things like that. We'll keep an eye on this, and we'll start to figure out what we can move and what can go where, because that's going to be quite key to be able to move stuff around as well. And maybe we'll have a secondary loot room, or we'll extend the loot room out maybe over here, So from here where these boxes are, we can just keep pushing out this way and have a much bigger loot room. I think the way that we're going to do it is we're going to have the loot room on two sides where we can walk down the middle of it. That would be quite nice. And with the left side and the right side. Now this is all done and all clean. This is what it's going to look like overall. But over here, as you can see, it starts to get messy. So we'll clean up what we can. We'll straighten things up where we can straighten them up. That's going to be the first thing we'll do. And then we'll start to move things about. So it's no clipping and there's no challenges and things like that. But overall, we can see those are starting to come up now. That's all starting to come up. I think what we'll find, there you go, they're pushing through here. Don't think this one's working, whatever this is meant to be. Oh, this is the, so maybe something's missing on that one. Got the concrete going in, got the steel bars going in. Oh, there's no power. Or maybe there is, I don't know. Ah, there's no steel beams. So, hold on. Wait, what? So that's not connected? There must be something else caught in there. It's the only thing I can imagine. Because there are steel beams. They should go in. There we go. They're going in now. So they just weren't going in for whatever reason. Alright, so this is now working. Steel beams are going in. This is working. But obviously we've got a bit of an issue with screws not going in quick enough. We can sort out supply. That's a later problem. Out here we've got this working. I would say overall, this is going really well. I think we can probably overclock this, you know. Push this up a little bit because we've got quite a lot here. So make some more. More than double. We'll see how that goes. In terms of this one as well, we've got some concrete. That's good. Got some of these going in. We can probably start to look to overclock a little bit. Just to get a few more of these. This is looking good. We can definitely overclock this. Just to get a bit more. And so, yeah. Is this still going? So much to go through still. We'll take a couple of bits out here. Alright. That's pretty much it for today. This was a long video. It's probably the longest one we've done so far. 2.5 hours. But I want to finish this, but we're going to finish it in the next session. Remember, the jetpack doesn't last that long. You can only go up so far before you have to stop. And look, yep, they're going down there. So that's getting pushed down. They're getting pushed down. That's getting pushed down. So these are now going to be making those. That's all of this was to make those. That's kind of where we're at. Now, this is where we have to consider the layout, right? Because if you've got the construction machine on this side, we almost want to have this machine should be on this side. It would make sense, right? What we're eventually going to do, and I haven't done it yet because this was just testing. I'm going to remove this machine, and this machine is going to go up. So we're going to have, on the ground floor, we're going to have basic refinement, basic items, which we have there, we have here, we actually have some basic construction that will go on here. Then what we're going to have is this conveyor room. And rather than all of this stuff going across here like it is, it's going to go up. And we're going to move all of the heavier machinery on a floor above. That's the plan. And then we'll be able to come in here. But I wanted to look at this first because the first time you do it, sometimes it can get super overwhelming. And sometimes just having this top-down view and saying, okay, all right, okay, this is, all right. Yeah, I get it. This is a mess. But at least you know why it's a mess. It's not just the fact that it's spaghetti, which people... And people will look at this and absolutely cry, and I get that, and that's fine, because at the end of the day, it's just a game. So, you know, you do you. But the idea here is to be able to say, well, okay, this is working, and this is why it's working, and look, these are where the bottlenecks are at. So this is what we need to fix, and how we can fix it. So we can see we've got screws going across there. That's great. We've got screws going into there. That's great. So we're still storing some excess. But the rest of the stuff's going through. Is that enough screws going through? Do we need to push more screws through? If so, we need to go and look at the other end. Like we can see, these are like all bottling up. Look here. These aren't coming through quick enough. But they are starting to move. So again, just seeing all of this and how it works at this level gives you an idea now of how we can improve this. So rather than having this over here, again, what we want to do, because at the moment, we've got the basic stuff, which is coming into here, but then what we should be doing is going up a level. We can also just segment the conveyors. We can have 2 floors for conveyors. We can have the basic conveyors, and then we can have another floor with advanced conveyors. And that way, none of this looping will be happening because we'll just put another floor in. And so the inputs are on one floor and the outputs are on the floor above it. Again, another possibility. There's no right or wrong way to do this. You just got to decide what's best for you. All right, with that being said, this is a 2.5 hour video. I'm going to end it there. So have a great day. We will come back and fix this. We're not... Yeah, famous last words, right? We will come back and fix this. But we're getting further along. And I think we've made some good progress today. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. See you soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.